Okay, there she is. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so I've got the two little bands and medium and heavier weights. Water and a towel, that's all you need. So all the way at the back of the mat, take your feet out to the side. We're going to take a nice big deep breath. Reach all the way up. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, then we take it all the way down. You're gonna just let your head go, look through your legs to the back of the room. Now we're gonna inhale and extend to a flat back. Try to get the legs nice and straight. Shift your hips back as far as you can. And then let it go again. Just let the head dangle, just look through your legs. And then inhale, extend, shift those hips back. And then fold all the way back down. One more time. Inhale, extend. Shift the hips back. And fold all the way down. Now from here, I just want you to bend your legs and then straighten them. Just to a point where it feels comfortable. You don't have to force anything. Just do it a couple more times. And now with your legs straight, arms going out to the side, we're coming all the way back up, and you're going to reach for the ceiling. Take it all the way back down again, and this time we're walking out to a plank. You're going to keep your legs far apart, and you're just going to walk the palms forward. Hold the high plank, get nice and high on the tippy toes. And then soften the knees to the floor and send the hips back. You can line up your heels with your hips. Sorry, I had to think about that. So we're going to take a few breaths while we're here and see if the chest can get any closer to the floor. So we want to make sure the arms are nice and long, reaching forward and breathing right into these ribs. Now come all the way forward with your hips. Let them come down, just hang out here. Draw the belly in and then send the hips back again, just so they're hovering over the heels. And then come forward. And go back. And forward one last time. And now bring your knees under the hips in your quadruped position. We're going to do 5 cat-cows, nice and slow. You can add a little movement to these if you like. This is your feel-good moment for the day. Pair it with your breathing. One more, why not? Okay, so quadruped position. You're going to lower the chest between the arms and push away from the floor. Do that a few times. Just work whatever range of motion you have. Great. Now in your normal position, take that left hand to the ear and lift the left shoulder up. And then cross that elbow over to the other one. And then sweep it and lift the shoulder and cross it. And one more time. And now other side. Right hand to right ear. Lift the shoulder up. And then do that nice slow cross. Keep that belly in. One more. And now let's do 3 cat-cows just as a little reset before we move on. Okay. Tuck those toes under. You're in a small downward dog. Push your heels to the floor and get your legs nice and straight. Now come back to your kneeling position. We're going to do it again. Small downward dog, heels down. And then back to lowering the knees. Now you have the option to just hold the bear or put the knees on the floor. Back to your small dog. Should feel really good for the back of the lower legs. Lower those knees. And one last time, small dog. Hold here for 3 deep breaths with those legs nice and straight. Now let's walk the hands back to the feet, and you're in a full forward fold. 3 big deep breaths here. Then we're going to roll it up Pilates style, 1 vertebrae at a time. So let's go. Come on up, nice and slowly. And press up the chest. Sweep the elbows back and make a fist. Now, bring the elbows together in the back if you can, or get them as close as you can, and then fold down. Keeping that spine nice and long. This is a great warm-up for those hamstrings. So the legs are long, right? No bends. No bends today in these legs. Keep your elbows high when you fold over. Now on this next one, you're going to hold it down there just for a couple of breaths. Keep lifting the elbows, keep squeezing them into each other. And then let it all hang out. Just fold down, take some nice deep breaths. And inhale, extend the spine. We're going to open our feet a little wider than hip width. They're still on the mat. Toes are turned out a little bit. And now you're going to come into a little squat. Take it as low as you like. It's not a competition. This is just warming up your inner thighs, the upper legs. Just go straight up and down a few more times. And now relax back to that full fold. Bring those feet back in, hip width apart. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. And come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. Lift the shoulders, really try to reach. And then bring the arms parallel to the floor. Palms face down, try to touch both sides of the room. So you're really reaching the arms out there. Now see if you have any room to move them further back. And now fold halfway down, let the arms go. So now they're just dangling. Your spine is long. You're going to pull the palms together to touch, and then sweep the arms out to the side and up. And then relax. Squeeze the palms. Sweep them out to the side and up. Do that 3 more times. And then fold it all the way down. And roll up slowly 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice. Sweep this right arm straight up and go over. And then other one, up and over. And do that a couple more times. Really reach the arm long. So you're trying to send it out and then up and then over. Okay, take the feet to the edges of the mat. Now you're going to send this hip to the right and do the same sweep up of the arm. And then other side, don't forget the hip. And one more time. And last one. Okay, bring those feet in, hip width apart. You're going to kickstand the right foot. So if I look down, I've got my toes just by the ankle. I'm going to bring my hands to heart. This is going to be a little bit of a awakening for the left leg. You're going to fold down with your spine long and try not to put any weight in the right foot. Take it as deep or as low as you can and then come up. But we're not rounding the back to get there. Go down again. You're doing this 2 more times. Try not to have a lot of weight in this right leg. Right now, it's all about the left one. And if you ever feel tight in your hamstrings during the day from sitting too much, this is a great little release. Okay, let's switch the feet. Wading into this right side now. Fold over. And back up. And do it again. And one more. Okay, I would say these hammies are warmed up. Okay, we're going to start in a split lunge. I'm going to just grab a quick sip of water. Pick up the heaviest weights you have. So on your mat, towards the back, step your left foot forward. Both legs are going to stay straight, and both heels are going to start out on the floor. So this is the same position you'd be in if you were going to do a pyramid stretch. Now, without hunching or rounding your back, you're going to start to come forward with the upper body. You go down as low as you can, slowly, and then pop it back up. So when you take it down, we're really slow here. When we come up, it's really whatever pace you like. So if you look at your feet, you should have them both pointing forward. We're going to do 5 on this side and 5 on the other. Now, when you're coming up, really try to press into that front heel. Come down nice and slow. And push through that heel to get up. We're going to do one more. Nice. Now step it back and we're switching legs. So as far apart you can get the legs, keeping the heels down and the feet straight. That's what you're doing. Here we go, nice and slow. And back up, pushing through the heel, not the toes. You want to feel that upper hamstring and glute doing the work. Couple more. Okay, last one here. Step it forward. You're going to send the weights down. We're going to give our hands a little bit of a break. We're going to do a little planking. How fun is that? Okay, all the way to the back of the mat. Big deep breath. Swan dive it all the way down. Walk it out to plank. Once you get there, give me 3 deep breaths. Now soften the knees to the floor, lower to the forearms. So we're going to meet in an 8-point plank. Keep your toes tucked under. Lower the hips to the floor. Look forward. So it's sort of a modified baby cobra. Now we're picking the hips up, but before you do that, draw your belly button in. Keep the knees down, but pick up the hips. Come off your knees in slow motion and get a nice straight leg. Soften the knees. Lower the hips slowly. Keep that belly button drawing in. You're going to do this 5 more times. So hips up. Knees up. Knees down. Hips down. Okay, 4 to go. This is so fun. Hips up. Knees up. Knees down. Hips come forward. Now, if you want to make this harder, walk your elbows a little more forward. We have 3 to do. Hips up. Knees up. Knees down. Hips down. Great job. Here we go. Hips up. Knees up. Knees down. Hips down. 1 more. Hips up. Knees up. Knees down. Walk your forearms back to a child's pose of your choice. Sitting on those heels. So you get a nice stretch in the shin, around your ankle. Okay, come on back up. Meet me in a high plank. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Meet me in your first regular size down dog of the day. Pushing the heels towards the floor. Breathing. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Lift the shoulders, give me that big long reach. And then relax. Okay, pick the weights up again. The heavy ones. We're gonna do 10 squats, 10 deadlifts. Then we're gonna do 10 sumos. So we're gonna start out with 2 heavy weights. You can always change or modify. So 10 squats. Make sure you're not dropping your face. It's all about the booty. Okay, 10 deadlifts. So now the legs are nice and long and you're just taking it down without rounding the back. You're going to feel your heart rate get going. Some good body heat. Why not, right? 1 more. Now, I'm going to just hold 1 weight for sumos. If you can keep 2, do it. So I've got my heels on the mat, my toes off. Come on down and up. Work whatever range of motion you have. Try not to go too quickly. 2 more. Okay, put that weight down. We got some side planking to do. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Come on down on the mat. You're going to face the left side of the room. I'm going to fold the front part of my mat over just so it's a little more cushy. I'm lying on my side with my legs bent. So I've got my knees stacked and my feet stacked. My left hand's on my hip. I'm just going to lift the hips up. So we call this a kneeling side plank. And then lower back down. This is working your oblique on the right side. Lift up. Make sure you're lifting them as high as they'll go. And then lower. We have 3 more. Lift up. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Okay, we're going to do 5 more on this side. We're going to amp it up if you can. So all the difference is going to be the top leg is going to lift while the hips go up. So up with the leg reaching long to the back of the room, and then come back to your starting point. Lift up, reach the leg long, and come back, and give me 3 more. Up, and back, and 2, and your last one. And let's switch up sides. So turn it around, facing the other side. Legs are bent, knees are stacked. You know the drill. Right hand to your hip. Here we go. Lift up and lower. When you go up and down, it doesn't need to be fast. And lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. 1 more. Now add your leg. Lift up, leg goes out. Just the top one, and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. 1 more. Nice. Okay, come on back into your quadruped position. Tuck your toes under. Meet me in bear. So knees just come 1 inch off the floor. Stay here for a couple of breaths only. And now meet me in a small dog. Driving the heels to the floor, pushing the back of the knees towards the back of the room. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Walk the hands forward so you stretch out around the armpits. And now come all the way up and reach for the ceiling. Lift the shoulders, try to get tall from the top of the head. And then relax. Okay, we're going to get our band, one of the small ones, the red one, maybe. We're going to use it for our arms as we do some rotational work holding a split lunge. So here's how this is going to roll. Just at the ankle, hold the band. Sorry, not the ankle, your wrists. There we go. Okay, so I'm starting out at the back of the mat. Arms nice and relaxed. Step your left foot forward, a big step. You're up super duper high on that back foot. So make sure You have good distance between the feet so you don't feel like you're going to topple over. You want to feel stable. Now send the arms out and pull the band apart so you feel around the shoulders and the back of the arms. Now lift the back heel up really high. Bend your front leg even more. So give me a big bend in that front leg. Now lean forward and reach. You're going to feel that left leg doing a lot. Now rotate the arms to the left as far as they can go. You have not changed the position of the feet. Come back and do it 4 more times. You're trying to create space between those hands while you keep leaning. And then relax. Push it back. Woo. I'm going to turn up my AC. I'll be right back. Take a little reprieve, get water. Getting all sweaty. Okay. Same thing, other side, right? So, big step forward this time with that right leg. You want a lot of separation between the feet. Make sure that back heel is not sticking out or in. Arms come out. Bend the front knee. Big bend. Open the palms. Lean in. Go right. And come back. Make this really hard for yourself. Keep pulling apart the arms. Keep leaning forward. Bring the arms in. Step back. Release the band. Woo, that is not easy. Okay, we're going to come back to that split lunge, no band. You're just going to keep your hands at your heart so the arms get a little bit of a break. So big step forward with the left foot. Really big. Big bend in that knee. Lean in. Now you're going to give me 5 more of these rotations, but I want you higher up on the tippy toes on that back foot. Now start your turn. Come back. Again. See, it's still challenging, even though you're not doing the arms. Now, hold the shoulders square and just send the arms out. Nothing else is changing. You're here for 5, 4. We're going down to a plank in 3, 2, hands to the floor, step it back, hold your plank. Down dog. Walk it back to your feet. Extend the spine. Legs are long. Reverse it, come all the way up. Reach for the sky. And then relax the arms, bring your hands to heart. Here we go, other side. So you're going to step your left leg as far forward as you can. One big step. Up with the heel in the back. Oh, sorry, wrong leg. That leg already felt kind of tired. Here we go. Right leg. I'm so sorry. Big step. Now, you give me that big bend in the knee as you lift your heel in the back really high up. So bend, lean, rotate. The higher up you can get that heel in the back, the better off you will be. Whoops. Two more, nice and slow. Give me all you got, right? We're not going just part of the way, we're going all the way. Okay, keeping that big bend in the knee. Send the arms forward, try to reach to touch the front of the room. Really high up with the heel in the back. You're here for 5, 4, meeting in high plank in 3, 2, hands down, step it back. Oh my goodness. Hold your high plank. Downward dog. Knees down. Oh my goodness. Send those legs to the side. Have a seat. Now bring them to the front. We got a little arm work to do. And then the band. The harder band of the two. So you're going to pick up your chest press and fly weight, whatever number that is that you use. We're going to meet lying down with our legs in a big bend. So I want your heels close to your butt. Feet hip width apart. Low back pressing into the floor. So you're going to open up to a fly to start, nice and slow, and then come back slowly. So these are almost like slow motion flies, where you really have time to focus on controlling the movement. Let them come together when they get to the top and give that chest a big old squeeze. And then open back out nice and slowly. Ideally, you're getting the back of the arms on the floor. And you know, sometimes it's better not to go too heavy with these so that you're able to achieve that range of motion. Sometimes people pick up weight too heavy and they can only get about 3/4 of the way open. Okay, now I ask that you have your heels close to your butt. Hold your weights together at the top. I want you to bridge it up. So lift those hips up as high as you can get them. Hold them there with your butt cheeks squeezing. And now do 3 more flies, nice and slow. You're going to feel like you're on those shoulder blades a little bit more. Make sure they're nice and flat. And now holding the weights together at the top, you're going to slowly lower the hips 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll the pelvis forward, rock it forward and back. Keep your weights up there. Okay, keep that low back on the floor, pelvis tilting up. Turn your palms to face forward. Give me a nice chest press, coming down nice and slow. Back of the arms touching the floor, coming back up just as slow. Squeezing that chest at the top like we were doing in our flies. You can come up at whatever pace you like, but I want you going down slowly. Going to try to stay here and get in 10 more reps. Keep the same pace. Working on my last 3 here. Hopefully you're not Speedy Gonzalez, right? Nice and slow. Then on this last one, bring the weights together at the top, lower those elbows by your side, rock yourself forward, get rid of the weights. Okay, we're going to take that black band, wrap it just above the ankles, come all the way back down again, send the legs up to the ceiling. So you want your legs to be nice and long and then open them as wide as you can get them and close them on 5 counts. Open them again. Come back on that 5 count. And let's do 3 more like this. And now you're going to do 10 at whatever pace you like. Just make sure you're challenging your range of motion on each rep. Okay, when you get to the 11th one, you're just holding out. Just hold. Hopefully you got some shaking going on. Hang on to it. You're here for 5. Get wider. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, get rid of the band. Coming back to that core of ours, we're going to do some dead bugs. So give me 90 degrees at the knee. Flex your feet. So ideally, your heels are in line with your knees, right? Lift the arms up. Now try to get that low back pressing down to the floor. And we're going to start just extending the legs out. We're going to kind of ease into this. So your arms are straight up to the ceiling, wrist over shoulder. Send the right leg out and bring it back in. And switch to the left. Out and in. Give me 3 more. Out and in. Out and in. Now, if this isn't challenging right out of the gate, you're bringing your knees in too close to you. 1 more on each side, and then we get a little reprieve before we add the arms into this. Okay, hug those knees in. Nice little massage for the lower back. So make a small circle. Go the opposite way. This is your last exercise of today. So let's get back to your starting point. Arms up, 90 degrees at the knee. Now we're going to do 5 of these slowly, extending the opposite limbs out. Start whatever side you like, it doesn't matter. And then go out and in nice and slow. Out and in. Sort of alternate, maybe 3 counts out, 3 counts to come back in. One more on each side. And relax. Okay. We're gonna rock our pelvis. So get those heels close to your butt, feet hip width apart, roll it forward. Get nice and flat on your shoulder blades and keep a really proud chest. I want your palms facing up to the ceiling. Back of the hands are on the floor. Keep rolling the pelvis forward and back. Okay, neutral spine, clasp your fingers together, send the arms straight up to the ceiling. Legs don't change. Push your palms into each other so you activate some muscle as you slowly let the arms go back. Keep them long and then bring them back forward as far as they can go. Do that 4 more times, nice and slow. Work whatever range you can without bending the arms or losing that pull of your palms towards each other. Okay, release the arms to the floor. Meet me in figure 4. Start with your right leg. Flex it on top of your thigh. Lift the foot off the floor. Bring the left knee in as you rotate your right knee forward. Hold on to whatever you can reach. Take some nice deep breaths. Now, if you want to enhance this, you can roll the pelvis forward and keep tugging the left knee towards you. So your low back skin comes away from the floor. It adds to the intensity of the stretch a little bit. If you feel the need to advance it, it's all on you today. You decide. Okay, release the left foot back to the floor, but keep the right leg where it is. Now you're just going to roll the right knee down to the floor. So you're rolling over that right hip. This should feel good. And then roll back up. Do it again. I like to roll slowly over it so you kind of get to savor it. 5 times, 5 rolls. Here we go. Okay, now put the right foot on the floor. Send that left leg flexed over the right thigh. Bring that right knee in. Hold whatever you can find. Try to work the left knee forward. You can try to rock that pelvis down a little bit so you create space between that low back and the floor. Keep bringing that right knee in. Okay, let's take that right foot down to the floor. Roll over the left glute by lowering that left knee down to the floor, or maybe it doesn't get to the floor, maybe it gets close. Do that 5 times and then we're done. Woohoo! Okay, let's send the legs out long. Just give your hip flexors a bit of a stretch here. Send the arms all the way back. This is how we're coming up and out of this. Pilates style, send the arms forward, lift the head, draw the belly in, come up slowly, dive between the legs. Push the back of the kneecaps into the floor, flex your feet. Now sit it up. 1 foot at a time comes in. Get those hands behind your hips to help you get up onto your tippy toes. And then we're gonna meet in a full fold. And you're gonna roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice, big deep breath. And I thank you so much for getting it done. Good job, Sue. It's all over but the crying.
There you go.
How are you?